Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Bidwell. I'm the president of the Arizona Cardinals Football Club. I want to welcome all of our fans, the Red Sea, that are watching on azcardinals.com, as well as the network audience from NFL Network. We're thrilled today, 3 weeks later, to be at an introductory press conference for Coach Stephen Wilks. And so I want to make a couple of introductions. I want to welcome our staff and alumni who are here in our auditorium here in Tempe, Arizona, as well as I want to introduce Coach Wilks' family who's here, his wife Marcy, daughters Marissa, Milani, and son Stephen James. So welcome to Arizona. We couldn't be more excited to have you here. We're thrilled today because after 3 weeks, the last time I was in front of this audience 3 weeks ago, we told you that we were going to have a very deliberate, lengthy, and thorough search. And what we've been in is traveled thousands and thousands of miles to cities as cold as minus 90 degrees. We've had hundreds of hours worth of interviews, conversations, text messages, emails, input from a variety of candidates. I want to thank all the candidates that participated in our search. We knew that 3 weeks ago that one person would stand out among all the great candidates that we were going to be speaking to. We just didn't know which one. We were focused on somebody who could be a great leader for the Cardinals, somebody who had had a track record of success at multiple different organizations and would continue this great culture of accountability that's been around this organization for a number of years, thanks to Coach Bruce Arians. So as we went through this process over the last 3 weeks, all these thousands of miles, hundreds of hours of interviews, multiple conversations with owners, players, alum, staff, other coaches, Steve Keim and I, our general manager, had hundreds and hundreds of hours of input. And we couldn't be more excited, more thrilled to be introducing Steve Wilks as our new head coach. What we found, and Steve Keim did an outstanding job of really sifting through a lot of the input because we wanted to make sure we did a thorough job. We found a great leader, and not just a leader with a high football IQ, but also a high football EQ. He just doesn't coach football players, he coaches people. And when I say EQ, I'm talking about emotional quotient. Somebody who's really got that sense of where the players are. And we talked about that and learned a lot about that's a unique skill that Steve Wilks has. He knows where the players are 15 minutes after they walk into the training facility and make sure that they, where they are as people, because they're not going to be ready to learn and be well coached until if they've got any issues outside of the organization. And he adapts his teaching to each one of his players. Across the board, his players at all the teams he's coached at in the NFL, not only did we seek their input, but many of them, unsolicited, reached out to us to tell us what a great coach he is. He's a terrific communicator, which is a key part of being a terrific leader. He's got the track record of developing players, veterans players, as well as young rookie players, and we learned a lot about all that has happened throughout his career here in the NFL and in college. So it was also very important that we have that accountability here, and that's something that he really focused on. And I think you'll hear him speak about he wants to build a culture here of trust, commitment, and accountability. So today I'm thrilled with Steve Keim, our great general manager, who will be here to answer questions as well, to introduce our head coach, Steve Wilks. Please join me.
Good afternoon. I'm extremely proud and humbled to stand here before you today. I'm proud to accept this job as being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. I'm extremely humbled because I realize there's only 32 in the whole world. And I'm very blessed and thankful for that. Michael talked about it. He talked about my family. I have to recognize what I call Team Wilks. My lovely wife, Marcy, my daughter, Marissa, Milani, and the handsome young man right there, Stephen James. There's so many other people that have helped me get to this point in my career, and I must recognize those individuals as well. My first mentor, Ruffy McNeil, he was my college coach. He really got me into coaching. He showed me the ropes early on in my career, someone that I'm truly grateful and thankful for. Darryl McNeil gave me my first job at Johnson C. Smith University. Tyrone Willingham, that I had the very fortunate opportunity to work with at the University of Notre Dame as well as the University of Washington. And with him, I understood what the word coach really meant. It's not just about the X's and O's, it's about the character. And it's about developing these young men, not only on the field, but off the field as well. Lovie Smith at Chicago Bears, he gave me an opportunity that many did not do. And there I learned a base foundation. It's about fundamentals and technique. And I never swayed away from that. Had an opportunity to go to the Chargers, and I got with Norb Turner, a great offensive mind in the National Football League. And there I learned what this game is really about. It's about matchups and trying to find and exploit those matchups each and every week. And then I got with a man, Ron Rivera, a good friend, a good mentor, someone that gave me the platform, all right, to really sharpen my skills as an assistant head coach. Someone that believed in me when he stepped away, that he knew we wouldn't miss a beat by putting me in charge. And I thank him for that. I'm very proud of the things that I've accomplished over my career, particularly this past year at Carolina as a defensive coordinator. But I can't stand here and take all the credit for that. I had an outstanding staff. When you look up front, you look at Eric Washington, Sam Mills, defensive line, Al Holcomb, the linebacker coach, Curtis Fuller, Richard Rogers, and Jeff Imamura coaching the DBs. See, you're only as good as the people that you surround yourself with. I got to give a special thanks to Brandon Beane, Dave Gettleman, Marty Herney, Stephen Drummond, and Ryan Anderson. Those guys really supported me throughout my time there. And I got to give a special thanks to Mr. Jerry Richardson, someone that was truly a good friend and a tremendous supporter of mine for 6 years. When you look at coming into a new situation, you always talk about trying to establish a culture. We want to establish a culture of winning. And I want that culture to transcend not only with the players and the coaches, but with everybody in this organization. You know, it's about a commitment to excellence. And everything that we do is going to be predicated towards that. Excellence when we go out on the field, the way we tackle, the way we block, the way we catch, the way we cook the food, all right? The way we operate in the training room, the way we answer the phone, and the way we cut the grass. Again, it's many parts but one body of work, and we all working towards one common goal, and that's to bring a world championship here to the Arizona Cardinals. When you look at a foundation, and Michael talked about that, I believe in 3 pillars: trust, commitment, and accountability. Before you start talking about any scheme, offense, defense, special teams, you have to have that trust. Trust among the coaches, trust among the players, and most importantly, trust throughout this organization that we're all about one common goal, as I just talked about. That commitment, every day that we walk into this building, it's about getting better today than we were yesterday. And we all committed in one common goal. And once again, that's bringing a world championship here to Arizona. And that accountability, I told Steve, I told Michael this right here, is that when I sign my name on that dotted line, okay, all right, I'm committed right now to doing everything I can to put this organization in the best situation to win the championship. And there's no entitlement, not with me, not with any other players. We got to earn our right each and every day. And as I embark on this new team, I got to thank Steve Kine, I got to thank Michael Bidwell, and the entire Bidwell family for this opportunity. It means a lot to me, and we expressed that before, and I'm telling you right now, you guys made the right decision.